Hi everyone, this is Samit from TalksOnGround. Hope you're well. The last few days have been full of geopolitical news, and a lot of things are happening on an hourly basis, not even a 24 hourly basis. So, the Indian Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar was in US. He attended a Quad meeting yesterday. A few days back, Rajnath Singh was in Shanghai. He was attending the SEO summit. So all of that is happening while the PM, Prime Minister of India, Modi, has landed in Ghana. Amidst all of this, there's something very interesting happening, which happened about almost 20 days back, uh, which is a stealth fighter of the US, or rather the UK Royal Navy, landed in Kerala. And now it has been stranded there for almost, I will say, 21 days or so. And this is now turning out to be such a meme fest. There is a lot of memes on Twitter, which is X now. Uh, Look at this article, Kerala tourism, saying that Kerala is such an amazing place. I don't want to leave. Definitely recommend. There is this uh, flurry of funny memes going around. So I will have to say it's a big surprise that a fifth generation fighter is stranded in India for over 3 weeks, and it has not been repaired or taken away in an aircraft. I've heard a lot of conspiracy theories. I've heard a lot of strange explanations and so on. But it's a mystery, especially because the US is trying to uh, kind of sell this fighter to India, or at least it has offered to, I mean, as per Donald Trump. And just as we were thinking that this is a one off event, there's something else that happened. This was about 2 days back. Uh, There was a F-35 detected off the coast of Andhra Pradesh, and according to the Indian Air Force, it was detected. It had not really entered Indian territory, and it kind of turned back the moment the Indian uh, ground radars, whatever, they contacted him, and he turned away. So that really changes the whole story. What is really happening? Because this is not a one-off event. So this F-35 has been stranded in Kerala. There are a lot of theories going around. And then this Andhra Pradesh incident happens. And remember that India and the US are now having a kind of a standoff because of Trump's policies, whether to do with trade or with the ceasefires with Pakistan. He seems to be going after India uh, across domains and across dimensions, and he's doubling down on it. So this F-35, what was it doing off the coast of Andhra, is anyone's guess. There are a lot of theories going around as to why this is happening, what really has happened. The official story is this: that the F-35 was on some exercise with HMS Wales, Prince of Wales, Royal Navy ship, and then it took off. The weather turned bad. Then the closest airport was Trivandrum, where he contacted the Indian Air Force, then escorted it and allowed it to land in the airport. The pilot refused to leave the aircraft alone. He requested a chair. A few hours later, he took off in a helicopter. There were three or four British engineers or whatever who tried to fix whatever was the issue with the plane. Earlier, it was alleged that it was, or claimed that it was low on fuel, which wasn't true. Then the theory was that it had a hydraulic failure. Then there was a news of a C-17 coming up and picking it up, and it was reportedly either false or it was turned back. Then there was news that F-35 will be repaired by a team of 40 engineers coming from Singapore and elsewhere, and they will then there was this tussle about whether they will put the F-35 in a hangar, or will they allow it to take the beating from the monsoons in Kerala that are really really heavy and unpredictable, and one can wonder what will happen if it's kept out in the open for like 3 weeks. Then there was this cost that the Indian airport there has imposed. It is managed by Adani's, and a huge amount of 26,000 rupees per day was charged on it. Someone told me that a few years back, the charge for parking a plane was rupees 372, three rupees 72 paisa. So 26,000 is a really, really big jump. Of course, that was many years back. So I'm sure if it was stranded in some other Western country, it'll be at least $20,000 a day, which would have by now meant almost $250,000 for the British Navy. They seem to be in no hurry for picking this up. You know, it's also a PR disaster or a publicity which the F-35 doesn't need right now, especially with a lot of countries rethinking its efficacy and whether they want to order more of these or continue with their orders. So I'm really, this is a very puzzling thing. And there are a few theories. I'm going to show them. Some of them are conspiracy theories, so take them as they are. Uh, so one was that in Operation Sindoor, India had done very well with its air defense. So UK, US decided to map Indian radars, profile them, and find weaknesses, and then share them with Pakistan. Even if they don't share it with Pakistan, at least they know why. Uh, you know what the Indians have on their side. The other was the F-35 breach was supposed to be a like a cell pitch for others. See that we have gone inside India and no one could pick it up, but it kind of backfired. It could be something where especially this Andhra incident shows that maybe this is a pressure tactic on India by the US. Maybe this was covertly assisting the US in attacking Iran. Though I must say they must have got the GPS radar wrong, because this was going in the opposite direction. And it was really far away from Iran, though it's in the same time period. This happened on the 14th of June. So I will say none of these theories really stick. Then there is one theory that I uh, came across, which probably makes a little more sense. Um, I'm going to share that with you. Now, remember, this was a Royal Navy flying the F-35B, which is the naval version, and not the version which is with the Air Force. And India has already ordered Rafales. Anyways, maybe the UK, after this, after all, there is a fight between the EU and US, where the Trump administration is trying to push back on EU and make NATO rather uh, to spend more on defense, and which the US hopes that all those orders will come to them. But what if the English, the Britishers are trying to show US that we also need other partners than you, and therefore standing here with their top end gear is like a leverage they have against the Americans, and all is not well within the Western alliance, in many ways, more ways than one. And this could be one theory, which is true, or it could be simply a case of Lockheed not being able to fix it. But one wonders why they cannot just fold the wings, which can happen in a F-35B version, and just fly it away in a 317 rather than making it a spectacle and allowing Kerala tourism, even if it's fake, to take any mileage out of it. It's a big deal. I mean, if this was stranded elsewhere, say in Pakistan or China or someplace, it would have been a very, very uh, big international incident. So, Yeah, so it'll be a very difficult and a very interesting thing to see till when this remains. Supposing it flies out on 10th of July, then we can surmise with some confidence that it was to do with the trade deal, which is supposed to happen before the 9th of July, which is the deadline that Trump has given. If it doesn't fly before that, or rather after that, one wonders how long will it stay here. It seems right now the plane has been allowed to go into an hangar. I don't know what the update is, and Indian engineers are supposed to help them to fix this. How can Indian engineers help them when India doesn't fly this plane? And it's supposed to be more sophisticated than anything India has ever seen. Uh, so it's a very interesting situation. A lot of people, defense analysts, are of the view that the fact that it's standing there has allowed India to profile it, maybe take some pictures, um, some 3D X-ray pictures or something like that, which will allow us to allow the Indian Air Force and Indian establishment to know what really this F-35 has from a stealth perspective. There was a news that its configuration was non-stealth, the one in Kerala, but the one in Andhra, there's no such news that it was not flying in a stealth mode. And the Indian Air Force readout also kind of said that we lost track of it after it turned back. So it was definitely tracked as it was coming in. I'm also hearing that even though the purchase of a fifth generation or a manufacturing or designing of a fifth generation aircraft in India has had a lot of delays, but the anti-stealth radar systems is something that India has really worked hard on. And it's not like stealth means that it's invisible. It's just the observability is low and definitely not from too far off. Now, supposing this two pieces of information is correct, that it was flying in a stealth mode and Indian radars were able to kind of detect it and track it and lock it, then it means the stealth profile of this F-35 is really not good. I have seen some YouTube videos that allege that some Russian teams were flown in to India to for India to uh, kind of understand what mission was it on. So that is another theory, by the way, that India is not allowing this to fly out unless it shares the black box data for the time duration it was flying in the before it entered Indian airspace, so that India can find out what the mission of this aircraft was at that time. The Britishers, it seems, are saying that look, we fly this, but the moment it took off, the U.S. Navy was really in control of guiding it and of the mission. So anything is possible. Maybe nothing will be coming out of it. Even the Chinese have had some fun on with regard to this. It's not good PR for Lockheed Martin. It's not good PR for the US Air Force. It's very bad PR for the Americans per se, and a definite win for the Indian Air Force just by having this stranded here. So it's kind of funny, and I want to know what you think. What do you think this was doing here? The airport, just next to the airport, is a big port that India has built. There are some DRDO facilities, HAL facilities. India had bombed allegedly an American base in Pakistan, which is Noor Khan, and a couple of others. So were the Americans trying to get back at India or something? All these questions are open. We'll know soon, or whenever this flies out, we'll have some clarity. Remember, just 2 days before this aircraft incident happened, Air India crash had happened north of this in Ahmedabad. So it's all happening when it comes to the uh, air domain in India. So interesting times. So I hope you can add some light to this and let me know your views. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and family. This was Samit from Talks on Ground. Goodbye.